All right. Last week we had a couple of, kind of nondescript group of 5 battles, knocked out a couple small schools like that, but Kansas State did get eliminated, and Kansas took over the entirety of their home state. I have no internet connection right now. Hopefully that speeds up. Now it's starting to speed up. All right. So we've got 7 more teams this week. Not much else to really talk about besides the fact that USF, we are very happy they beat Florida Atlantic last week in Imperialism, because now they get to survive into their nationally ranked era after they beat Florida in real life. Florida, of course, was our kickoff invitational champion, and they already have an extra life, so hopefully we get to see that rematch happen some point during Imperialism. That would be a lot of fun. So let's go over to the wheel. Got 122 teams left. We're getting down to 115 today, so let's shuffle and get this thing started. Who will be playing first in episode 3 of season-long Imperialism, season 2? And the music didn't work because, of course, it didn't work, but it's Oklahoma. We have our first... Yeah, there's the music. We have our first repeat team. The Sooners have already played once this year. And on episode 3, they will go back into the fray. They've got Kansas, Tulsa, North Texas, and Texas Tech as options. Let's see where the arrow puts them. We're just going to toss this here. Get rid of this ad. And here we go. The Sooners will be going southwest, and I think that's Tulsa, but we're going to have to zoom in to double check. Let's pop this down here, and that's the center of the logo. That has to be Tulsa. So it is a group of 5 versus Power 4 battle here, as Oklahoma will go on the road to face Tulsa and the Outsiders. Let's get this show on the road. Cupcake against Tulsa. We'll go with their home uniforms. Yeah, because it's a red versus blue vibe. That, well, I think they have some pretty cool looks for Tulsa. Let's take a look at this. The throwback is this red look. We can't do that. One option. This is clean. Option 2. Yeah, this is the best look. This UCLA looking uniform. Pop in here. We're gonna set this to another night game in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's get this show on the road and get these rosters up and running as well. The Oklahoma Sooners with John Mateer at quarterback, the high-profile transfer from Washington State, are the first team in Season 2 to play twice. They're going to try and get to 2 victories after winning Bedlam in Week 1. They now go up against Tulsa with a chance to solidify their dominance in the state and win the state title. I'm not letting me click on Tulsa, which I don't. Yeah. Oklahoma kicks off. Tulsa will begin with the football. We'll just be super simming right through this. We're down at the 20-yard line. Here come the Hurricanes. Dominic Richardson and Jadon Burnett are their 2 star players. Here come the Golden Hurricane. With Kirk Francis at quarterback. He drops back in the opening play, throws deep, and that is going to be caught for a first down. Great opening play for Tulsa, and we will jump to Super Sim. Oklahoma takes a quick 3-0 lead. It's up to 6-0. Tulsa responds to make it 6-3. It's 9-3. No touchdowns so far. There's the touchdown. 16-3, 24-3, and this game is essentially over. 27-10, 34-10, and Oklahoma is going to run away with this one, 34-10, to become the Oklahoma State champions for season-long Imperialism. to the map here and update this territory for the Sooners. Break out the boomer guns. It's another win for Oklahoma. They are the first team to play twice, and they're the first team to win twice. Tulsa gets dropped out early, just like they were last year. I don't think we can make the same thing. Let's see. It's slightly over. Yeah, let's do that. So there we go. Oklahoma has taken over their entire home state. Let's get, there they are. They're gone. All right, and jump over the wheel. It's time to shuffle. And go again with 121 teams left. Let's see who is going next. It will be the Clemson Tigers. It was almost Texas, but instead the Tigers will jump out relatively early, just like they did last year. They lost in an upset to Appalachian State in their only game of season-long Imperialism, and now they have a chance to avenge that just a little bit. They've got South Carolina, Appalachian State, Kennesaw State, and Georgia that they're bordering right now. Let's see where the Tigers will go. That's going to be Northeast. Is that Appalachian State again? I don't think it is. I think this is going to be a big-time rivalry here in episode 3. Yeah, 100%. That's what it is. So we're going to pop this over here. It will be Clemson going on the road to South Carolina. Game number 2. Let's do it. Clemson on the road. There they are. We have the South Carolina Gamecocks defending their home in the Palmetto Series. This is going to knock out a nationally ranked team very early on. South Carolina made it all the way to the top 10 last year. They beat Michigan before losing to Michigan. Huge game right here. I think we might go red versus purple. It'll be a fun matchup. We got their home uniform. That's what they have to go with. This all purple look. The orange helmet's different enough. Yeah, let's do that. Or do we match the logo? No, let's go purple. Match the map, let's do that. And we gotta do it at night to get Sandstorm. Here we go. Clemson over here. Oh man, this presentation is absolutely gorgeous. Here come the Gamecocks, sprinting onto the field, defending their home turf. We're going to see probably the Darude Sandstorm thing they did. Because they have Sandstorm in the game. I know they did. Here come the Tigers. It's the Palmetto rivalry. Can't get more high stakes than this, except for like the border war, which we could see in this game since Kansas beat Kansas State. And now I believe shares the border with Missouri. Oh, they're chanting USC. That's incredible. They're not showing the fans, but it's a great touch. Like, I wish they showed the constant like towel up and down thing they do. It's so electric when they get it right. Only got to watch one play here. I wish we could watch more, but we're just going to go Super Sim. Hopefully this is a close game. We can jump into the fourth quarter and really just marinate in the incredible atmosphere of this rivalry. Here's Cade Klubnik, who has not impressed early on this year. We'll watch one play and then jump to Super Sim. Klubnik hands it off, and that's going to get absolutely nowhere. South Carolina shuts it down. It's Jair Johnson making the TFL. Here we go. No score yet. You had a goal line stand there. Finally, South Carolina gets on the board right before halftime. Can Clemson respond? Yes, but only with a field goal. South Carolina tries to go again. Clemson takes the lead 10-7. Stop. It's 14-10. We're going to jump right in here. Clemson has the ball. It's 3rd and 4. Clock is running with 3:22 to go. We have got an instant classic here in the Palmetto Bowl at Williams-Brice Stadium. Klubnik in the empty set in the shotgun. Stadium pulse really started to affect him. He is hit, and he is sacked. It'll be 4th and 9. Xavion Hardy flying and got rid of his block early. The Tiger walked into the bushes. Had to relieve himself for a second there. Hardy just juked him out. Lee didn't touch him one bit. So it'll be 4th and 9. Let's see if Clemson goes for it here. They are going to punt the ball with all 3 timeouts. That's a risky play. I mean, you were going to have to gain 9 yards in one play at some point. You might as well put everything on the line there, but whatever. Here's 1st and 10. Sellers pulls back in, and he is dropped for a loss. Fantastic tackle there by, I believe that was Peter Woods, making the play for the Tigers. So Sellers comes right back out on 2nd and 13. Waits, throws short. It's going to be knocked out of his hands by Ricardo Jones, the free safety, making a big hit. And now suddenly South Carolina's in trouble. 3rd and 13. Clemson still has 2 timeouts. And they're positioning themselves for one final chance to win this game. Can South Carolina convert on 3rd down? Making things much more difficult for Clemson. Sellers throws deep. It's going to be caught. He will not get the first. It's Ricardo Jones making another clutch tackle, and Clemson calls a timeout. They will get the ball back here. So punting on 4th and 9 ended up being a good choice for Dabo Sweeney. Now the Gamecocks will punt it away. There it goes. So Cade Klubnik will get it at the 16-yard line now. South Carolina fans will be really frustrated with how their season ended last year. After beating Michigan, they had to play Michigan again, and they lost to them on the 2nd try. Not a great way to start this. So they're going to hope that they can win this game and force Clemson to be 0-2 all time in season long Imperialism. It would be embarrassing for the Tigers. It's 2nd and 6. Cade Klubnik is a hopeful to go number 1 overall next year. See how he plays here with the stadium pulse going at full blast in Columbia. Throw. Oh no! A complete miscommunication with Olsen Pat Henry, the tight end. And now it's 3rd and 6. They're in the exact same spot they were just a couple plays ago. 2:18 to go. Clemson needs a big moment from their superstar quarterback. Can he deliver? Klubnik throws short. That will get the first down. It's Bryant Wesco Jr. making the catch, the true sophomore. Clemson barely gets anyone from the transfer portal. They love to have these guys be homegrown. Great throw, great catch. And that will bring us to the 2-minute timeout. Some snacks here real quick. All right, 2 minutes to play. 1st and 10 for Cade Klubnik. One-handed catch. He throws short. It's going to be caught again, but that will not get to the first down. Olsen Pat Henry making the catch this time. But it's going to run 15 seconds off the clock, and Clemson is not close yet. Yeah, any throw that doesn't move the chains as soon as he catches it is really risky in an Imperialism 2-minute drill. Klubnik will run the ball on second down. He's tackled before the first down. Jay Haynes can't get there, and that is a game-losing decision. 30 more seconds will run off the clock before Clemson has a chance to do anything. I don't understand that at all. Klubnik in the gun on 3rd and 1. He waits. He's going to have to throw deep. He does. It'll be caught. And that's going to be Olsen Pat Henry again, getting past midfield up to the 42. They got absurdly lucky there. 66 seconds left. Yeah, just a hesitation from number 31 for South Carolina. Peyton Williams can't make the play for the Gamecocks. Klubnik throws to the sideline, caught and out of bounds as Olsen Pat Henry once again. He has had himself one hell of a night. Clemson is 35 yards away with 52 seconds to go. Klubnik fakes the handoff, throws deep again. Massive hit on the play. But number 0, Antonio Williams, their superstar receiver, is able to make the play. Clock will start running in a second. They're 28 yards away from the end zone. 45 seconds left. They do have one timeout, just in case Klubnik is sacked or they really need to stop the clock. Klubnik with Adam Randall next to him. He waits, throws, caught for another first down. That's TJ Moore making the catch, and there is the timeout. They're 13 yards away. But that's risky. You got to save that timeout because, oh my God, you can't get a first down here. It's going to run 15 more seconds off the clock. I don't like that timeout usage from Dabo. Klubnik throws to the end zone. Touchdown! And of course, it's Olsen Pat Henry making the play happen and giving Clemson a 17-14 lead with just 27 seconds on the clock. South Carolina, they've had the lead all day, and now they are behind the 8 ball. Will this be the first interconference loss for the SEC? They went months without an interconference loss last year. Will it happen just 3 weeks in this time? Let's find out. The Gamecocks have 27 seconds. This is our first, true blue, massive rivalry zone. We did Kansas versus Kansas State, but that's not the main rivalry for Kansas, as we know now. Here's the kick return. They will take it out. They won't get much. Taken down at the 20. Lenora Sellers needs to pull off a miracle. This is how they lost to Michigan last year by a last-second game-winning field goal drive. We'll see if Sellers can return the favor here. They run the ball on first down. Can he get out of bounds? No. Horrible decision. They call their first time out after getting just 3 yards. I don't understand that play call. Sellers waits, throws short. They will get the first down. But they're going to have to use their second timeout, and they're still very, very far away. Clemson on prevent. Quick throw is going to be caught. He's not even being pressured. These are just bad decisions by Lenora Sellers. 2nd and 1 with 12 seconds to go. Yeah, they're not going to have enough time. 2. Yeah, the game's over. Just a really, really disappointing end. It was otherwise a pretty exciting game. Clemson comes back and gets the win and knocks out a very good South Carolina Gamecocks team. They take the Palmetto Trophy home. fans are not happy about that one. I'm not happy about the win. I mean, South Carolina really butchered those last 27 seconds. We will go to the map and give Clemson their first ever season-long Imperialism victory. Bud with 215 passing yards, 2 scores, leading a game-winning drive. Season on the line. Gorgeous little seam pass. They didn't cover the tight end. Away, South Carolina fans. Seeing your logo in purple cannot be pretty, so I will relieve your eyes here. Bye-bye. Seems like the biggest place we can play yet. Right there, and then really expand it out. There we go. So Clemson has a new expanded territory. All they have to do is beat Coastal Carolina, and they will be the South Carolina State champions this year. Go ahead and eliminate USC from the map. Not that USC. Cool. So let's shuffle and get this going. Game 3 of the night. Who is going up next? It is going to be the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Both Gamecocks are going to play back-to-back. That is a fun little anecdote there. We stay in the South as we start to slowly pick off all these teams down this region. Jacksonville State bordering Tennessee, Georgia Tech, Auburn, and UAB. Let's see where the arrow will send them. That's going to be northeast, and if that is Tennessee, that is a rough spin of the arrow. We got to fact check that because it might be Georgia Tech. We're going to put... I don't know, Jim. It's very, very close. I don't know if it's Jacksonville State or Georgia Tech. We have to really zoom in, which does affect the result, but like, if we can't tell, we have to go further, you know? Center of the logo is right there. God, we still can't see it. But we have to be able to make the... Oh, God. Yeah, we'll do that. Pop this down there. It's Georgia Tech. By the skin of their teeth. Jacksonville State gets a slightly easier matchup here against the Yellow Jackets instead of against the Volunteers in Neyland. So let's get that set up. We got Jacksonville State going up against Georgia Tech. 81 against 69. Yellow Jackets should win. Oh, come on. There was an ad bot that just invaded the map. That's frustrating. Okay, got this set up. We're going to take a look. I think because Georgia Tech, I believe, wears white at home, if I'm not mistaken. They do. set properly. There we go. Do another night game. Here we go. Jacksonville State versus Georgia Tech. Going to be a Conference USA versus ACC battle here. There goes the car. It's a very cool stadium with another much older stadium they built on top of in order to construct this palace of football close to Atlanta. Some of the smartest students in the country attend this school. And a pretty decent football team. Took Georgia to 8 overtimes in real life last year. They had a pretty good run in season-long Imperialism before losing to Marshall in a frustrating loss for them because they were getting close to an extra life. Not going to come. There's the 18-yard line. So here comes Jacksonville State's quarterback. It'll be Gavin Wimsatt walking in. No, 2. That's it. So Wimsatt in the shotgun. Drops back, throws short, and that will not get anything. Number 11. So we'll go Super Sim here. Georgia Tech takes the lead. They're a professional, well-run team. I don't expect is going to stay close for long. It's 10-3, 17-3, 20-3. Jacksonville State can't do anything to stop it. It's 27-9, 30-9, and that is your ball game. Easy, easy win for Georgia Tech. It was kind of close in the first half, but they pulled away late. Big time dub for the Yellow Jackets as they invade the state of Alabama a little bit. Let's go to the map and make that official. There we go. Jacksonville State. Bye. Out, folks, because the Yellow Jackets are starting another run in Season 2. We'll see if they can maintain that and make a more significant push here. They've got a huge board with Tennessee. They did get a big upset win over the Volunteers last year. We'll see if they can repeat that if push comes to shove. Let's eliminate Jacksonville State from the wheel. There we are. Now we get to find out who is playing in our 4th game of the night. Shuffle. Let's get it going. Who will play next? It is going to be not Syracuse. It'll be Texas State. The Bobcats. They made the Marathon Championship, somehow surviving and just playing a couple little group of 5 teams to make it all the way to the final game before losing in that one to Oregon, I believe. It was a very exciting matchup. But now we have our first game in the great state of Texas. And this very well could be a matchup with the Longhorns that Texas State does not want. Let's find out, shall we? That's going going to be straight west, and that is going to be UTSA. So Texas State gets very, very lucky here. And we're going to get a group of 5 matchup instead. Let's get it set up. Here is UTSA, a 77 overall. Pretty good for group of 5. And then you have Texas State right here, 73. The I-35 rivalry playing for a second time. UTSA has some great uniforms. Let's take a look real quick. Alternate is decent. Home option is just all navy. Away option, alternate option. It's all orange. Okay, so they don't really have any good options. One orange. I think we'll go red and gold here, make it a fun uniform combination here. This. And here we go. Texas State versus UTSA. Rosters up and running because we might jump into this game. It's a pretty close one. UTSA playing at home. I believe one of the only teams in the country who plays in a dome. Could be wrong about that. Here we go. It is the I-35 showdown. Only one group of 5 team can survive and be a major Cinderella player in the state of Texas for the rest of this tournament.
The return is tackled down at the 20, and the Texas State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Decent return to the 20. Brad Jackson will get things started for the Bobcats. There's an RPO, and that'll gain about 9 yards. Good first play for Brad Jackson as we go to Super Sim. Yes, it is a dome. Bobcats taking an early 7-0 lead. They're looking for the road upset here. UTSA for Spawns at 7-7, 10-7. Going back and forth. Offenses have died down a bit as we jump into the 4th quarter. And stop. Still 10-7. UTSA is backed up. It's 3rd and 7. Roadrunners need to stop here in order to get the ball back and try and make one more drive at history. Jackson in the empty set. He's under pressure. Has to run 40. He does get the first down and a whole lot more. 40-45. He's brought down.
The scramble by the quarterback.
And there's a second timeout by UTSA.
Timeout, UTSA.
He's going to run down to the 2-minute warning at least. UTSA is not in a good situation here. It has to be said. All he needs is a field goal to tie. Jackson will throw on first down. It's short. That's another first down for Texas State.
The first down.
It's number 11.
Complete to the line.
It's tackled going backwards. It's Bo Sparks making the catch. And bringing this game closer to a loss for the Roadrunners. I don't think they had a win last year. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they beat Texas State last year. I don't know. It's a 21-yard game as the Bobcats look to put this away and go on another Cinderella run here. This time in season-long Imperialism as opposed to marathon Imperialism. Jackson hands it off. Absolutely nothing there as the Roadrunners call their final timeout. Texas State is on the verge of field goal range, so they could go for a long field goal here if they are stopped. And that would make things functionally impossible for the Roadrunners. To bounce outside, he will not get all the way to the first down. They will be 3rd and 6 after the run from Lincoln Pear. 3rd and 6 here. This is the season for UTSA. If they make it stop here, they've got one more chance. If they don't, you can effectively call curtains on this one. Jackson's been an effective scrambler today. And he'll just take this to the 2-minute timeout. It's a beautiful stadium here. Great environment. Great American Athletic Stadium, but the pressure is on for UTSA to make something happen here. Send Blake Smith in motion. Jackson will pass on 3rd down, floating it to the end zone for the win, and it is incomplete. No flag on the play, and that stops the clock as well, giving an extra 35 seconds to the Roadrunners here. And here is the field goal attempt for number 43. Kick is up for Michael James, and it is good. So the UTSA Roadrunners will have to drive the length of the field in 1 minute and 52 seconds with no timeouts. And they'll have to score their 2nd touchdown of the game if they want to get a miraculous victory here against their rivals. Otherwise, it's Texas State moving on, looking to challenge the rest of the superpowers in the Lone Star State. We'll see if they can finish the job on defense. And I haven't been setting mood lighting there. Let's do that. Here's number 13 dropping back, throwing short. It'll be caught for a 1st down by number 88. And he is not listed on the roster, so I don't know who that is. But it's Owen McCown making the throw for UTSA as the clock starts to run. Let's get the mood lighting right here. There we go. McCown throwing deep. You've got to be kidding me. He's got a man there, and he just barely overthrew it. I believe that was Willie McCoy running deep, trying to make the catch, but he couldn't make it happen. It'll be 2nd and 10. Frustrating play there for UTSA. They had their touchdown right there. Oh, it's not Owen McCown. It's somebody else. He's going to wait, throw short. That's going to be caught for a 1st down, so that will stop the clock momentarily. It is Owen McCown making the throw. That's number 18. Getting a high-level catch there for UTSA. He's not listed on the roster, so I don't know who it is. They might have changed a bunch of their jersey numbers here. McCown throws to the sideline. It's going to be caught, but he can't get out of bounds. Fantastic tackle there by number 4 for Texas State. That is Kamari Terrell, the corner making the stop. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Clock is really running now for UTSA. They are in Texas State territory, but they got to go faster. McCown throws short, and that's a bad play design. You see 2 defenders there ready to crack on your guy, and that is going to run 15 more seconds off the clock. UTSA is down to their last chance here. No more mulligans, no more timeouts. They have to score a touchdown in the next 2 plays or else they've lost. McCown waits. He's going to throw short again. It's going to be picked off, and that is your ball game, and he is going to take it to the 50, 45. He's taken it down at the 40-yard line. Texas State gets the victory through an interception by number 25. That is a guy who's not listed, but we're about to find out his name because they're going to show it. A very good play for the Sun Belt Conference team. It's DJ Taylor with the interception. Taking it all the way back for Texas State to secure the win for the Bobcats. Jackson takes the knee. The map died again.
UTSA 7.
Bottom here. Will Mitchell with 2 interceptions. He wasn't even the guy to get the interception yet, which means they were just harassing Owen McCown all day. This is an accurate result then. Texas State gets 3 picks in the day. Absolutely dominates defensively, holding this Roadrunner offense that was better than them. Only 7 points in the ball game. And let's go back to the map. Go. And UTSA is gone once again. Go. This logo is huge. All the way up to right there. I think that's where we're gonna stick it. So the Texas State Bobcats win our 4th game of the night. Now they control the entire south of Texas. Great result for them. As we shuffle once again and get going for game number 5 of the night. Who will play next? It is going to be Temple, or is it North Carolina? It's going to be the Temple Owls. Switches over there. I believe this could be our first Maryland game of the night. Let's double check the map. Oh no. They don't really share a border. It will be one tiny little granule on the arrow where it could be Temple versus Maryland, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's be honest here. But we'll pull up the arrow. Let's find out where the Owls will play. Whew, just barely avoids Maryland. I think this is going to be Penn State. Let's double check this here. Zoom in and yeah, 100% that's Penn State. So the Nittany Lions will get their first action of the tournament here. It's going to be Temple against Penn State. It is a lopsided battle on paper, a lopsided battle in real life, but who knows? Maybe we get some magic here. We're going to toss Temple into their home uniform, so we get some red versus blue here. It's technically a rivalry, but I don't think Penn State would consider this a rivalry. There we go. And the whiteouts are usually... No, let's go whiteout at night. Nah. We gotta save that for a special occasion. Penn State's gotta earn that. This is their first game of the year. We'll go for a day whiteout. I don't think we're gonna need the rosters, but we'll pull them up anyway. Actually, no. We're just gonna wait and watch this play out. As the We Are Penn State chants fly around the stadium. I don't really need this song. They're shit. I think it's just all home. Here they come. Coach Franklin runs his team out as Drew Aller, Katron Allen, and Nick Singleton go up against the Temple Owls. And that should be a pretty quick game. Coach Franklin getting the team hyped up. We will start on defense, which means we get to see that stadium pulse for one play before jumping to Super Sim. Here come the Owls. And it's not a good return only for 19. So here comes Temple's quarterback. Let's see if we can get his name real quick. the Wild West singing along. There's the first play. It's a beautiful run for a first down, and Temple is on the move. We will jump to Super Sim as regulations dictate. Penn State gets an interception, goes up 14-0, and they are making quick work of Temple here as they get their first dub of the season. 28-0. It's not even close. 35-0. 42-3. Temple gets a couple points at the end just to avoid the shutout. 45-10 is their final score, and Penn State wins our fifth game of Imperialism tonight. Drew Aller had a huge game. I'm sure the running game did well. Defense dominated. It was an easy win. Not see a single highlight worth posting, so we're going to jump over to the map and give Penn State their expanded territory. Temple, we hardly knew you. Let me switch the colors to Penn State here. I forgot to do that. There we go. Temple, bye-bye. Make a big Penn State logo. Setting up a titanic rematch of the second best game of last year's season-long Imperialism, Penn State versus Maryland. A double overtime, instant classic that I will cherish for as long as I live, because I don't think it's ever happening again as long as I do this series, for being honest. There's Penn State. Come on! Stupid. God, thankfully, the instant save on this is very good, because that sucked. Alright. Time to eliminate Temple from the wheel. There we are. As we pop back over to the wheel, let's shuffle and keep this going. With 117 teams remaining, we're going down to 115 in the rest of this episode. Who's going next? Are we staying east? Are we going south? Are we going west for the first time tonight? We might. Is it UNLV? It is UNLV. The Rebels will take somebody on. I'm going to crack it. Okay. We're good. So it is going to be UNLV here, going on the road. And let's find out where. They've got plenty of options out west. You've got Nevada, you have BYU, Arizona State, San Diego State, and Fresno State. 5 different options for the Rebels. Let's see which way they go. It's going to be straight west, and that's going to be Fresno State. We got a red-on-red battle out in the wild, wild west. So let's change the colors here to red and white. It's Georgia. There we go. Hold on. That doesn't really show up well. Let's go Georgia and just call it a day. Let's turn the audio back on. We get ready to go out to Fresno for the first time in a very long time. It is UNLV going on the road, 77 overall, taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs, 76. This should be a very close game. Got to be careful with the uniforms, though. They're going to be red for Fresno State. And we got to change this. We go all gray. Good luck. Home option, we can't do that. Away option, they have a white helmet. They do. Let's go with this because they went all gray last year. Let's give some variety for Rebel fans here, if there are any. It was 6 p.m. to make it accurate. It's an all Mountain West showdown here. Let's get these rosters up and running. We go out to Fresno, California, as the Fresno State Bulldogs, who lost on a last-second game-winning field goal last year to San Jose State in their only season-long Imperialism game, will look to have a better showing here in front of their home fans against a conference foe. UNLV has a lot of talent. They lost their quarterback last year after they refused to pay him in a very weird scenario. Let's see how this one goes. The Bulldogs will kick off to the Rebels. We'll jump to Super Sim after the opening play. Here is the kick as we get underway in Fresno. It's a good return past the 20-yard line, as UNLV sends out Anthony Calandria, the transfer from Virginia, who lost to Maryland last year in season-long Imperialism. Oh wait, no, it's not Calandria, it's going to be somebody else. It's Alex Orji. Oh my god! Welcome back to Imperialism, Alex Orji, who played 25 games for Michigan last year. As he throws a short completion, I kind of want to see UNLV win now. See if Alex Orji can do it without that incredible defensive line. Let's jump to Super Sim and see how he does. UNLV opens the field goal. Good drive for Alex Orji. The defense makes a stop, but it's 3-3 now. 10-3 UNLV is able to get back on top. 17-3, they're pulling away. Can Fresno State answer? No, they cannot. UNLV moving 20-3. This game is basically over, folks. 30-3, 33-3. And there's just something about Alex Orji and season-long Imperialism, because he makes quick work on the road of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And now they're wishing for San Jose State to be back, because at least that was a competitive game. Fresno State is gone. UNLV advances, and Alex Orji has his 26th career Imperialism win, if you can believe it. Let's jump over to the map. Go. Fresno State. Come on, man. Bye. Where we can make the logo the biggest. Kind of. That's right on the border. We'll stop it there. So there is UNLV's new upsized logo. We have one game left tonight. But first, we have to knock Fresno State off the wheel. Are gone. Let's shuffle and get this going. Who is playing in our last game of the night? It will be the Arkansas Razorbacks. We are going back to the SEC for the episode 3 finale. They could play Arkansas State. They could play Oklahoma. Could be SMU, Louisiana Tech, or Missouri State. They're bordering a lot of teams. Let's see where the arrow takes them. It will be Northeast, and that will be Arkansas State. It is a rematch of a very exciting game from last year's season-long Imperialism. Let's get the colors right for that. I believe this is all red. I don't know who we have for all red. Do you have anybody? Shoot, I don't think we do. Ohio State, no. No. Give me one moment. I'm going to chop this out of the actual episode. I'm just going to pull up a quick picture of Arkansas State's logo to get some better colors here. Do that and that. Zoom in. Let's get some custom colors here. Is that all right? There we go. That's our look. Brightness is only at 60%. Let's turn that up. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to change that as soon as this episode's over. So it's Arkansas going on the road against Arkansas State. This should be a fun way to cap off an exciting episode. Let's get it going. The Red Wolves. And Arkansas. They're relatively evenly matched, but Arkansas is better. We'll go all black for Arkansas State. Their standard home look. Yeah, let's go black versus white. Let's make this a nice contrast between these two teams. And we gotta put this at night. Let's get it going. This is a big-time rivalry game, although Arkansas wouldn't call it that. But it's a fun battle. It's at least a rivalry in Imperialism. Arkansas goes on the road once again to play against Arkansas State. They nearly lost this game last year. We'll see if they can handle themselves better this time. The Razorbacks take on the Red Wolves for the last spot in episode 3. And the Red Wolves pull off the upset just like somebody did. Just like Clemson. Well, that wasn't an upset. Clemson versus South Carolina. But it's another chance for an SEC team to lose here. Let's see if the Red Wolves can pull it off. They will start with the football. Decent little spin move, but the return only gets out to the 15-yard line. As Jalen Rayner, the starter from last year, walks in. He couldn't finish the job last time, but he is intense about it. I mean, I could, but I'm doing a, I am tired. It takes so long to finish after these. Rayner gonna throw short. That's gonna be taken down by number 19. We're gonna jump over to Super Sim. Arkansas takes an early lead. Red Wolves try and keep it close, but it's going to be 10-3, 10-10. Hold on. Hold on. Arkansas State with the lead. 20-17. It's going back and forth, and we are going to stop right there and jump in. Arkansas State has the ball. Oh, goodness. Rayner hands it off. Spin move at number 2. He's going to get outside, but doesn't get much. Arkansas calls their first timeout. Oh, boy. We could have our first super upset of Imperialism right here. It's Jalen Rayner in the shotgun. He sends his head into motion, 3rd and 11. Biggest play of the game. He takes the handoff, avoids the pressure, throws deep, open, and caught. I believe that was Corey Rucker making the catch for Arkansas State. And Rayner came into this game with a fire in his eyes, passion in his heart. He wants the Red Wolves to win. He wants to win that state title. Who cares if they don't win the national championship? They get this dub against their big brothers from out west. Rayner with a fantastic run, getting another first down, and Arkansas calls their last timeout. No, he got second inches, so that they don't get first down yet, but they're about to get it. Arkansas State on the cusp of a historic upset. Rayner hands it off. Will they get the first down? Not just yet. It'll be 3rd and 3 as we take this down to the 2-minute warning. Jaquez Cross, only 39 rushing yards. Not a good game for him. But it hasn't mattered because Jalen Rayner has stepped up and played his best football when the team and the city called on him to do so. 3rd and 3. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And I think I will do one more game. It's only been an hour and 19 minutes so far. We can push a little bit further and then, cut this down later. It's fine. I haven't been able to put this on my regular videos yet, which is frustrating, but I'm going to try and figure out that tech glitch somehow. Rayner waits, avoids the rush, rolls out. He's in trouble, but he will get the first down and a whole lot more. 10 down to the 6 or the 9. They say it's where he started the slide. Jalen Rayner wraps things up for Arkansas State. Drops down untouched to win the ball game for the Red Wolves. There is the howl. Here is the kneel down. Time is going to fall off the clock, and the Arkansas State Red Wolves have pulled off the biggest upset of Imperialism so far, knocking out the Razorbacks and securing the first Group of 5 or Power 4 win in this tournament so far. 297 passing yards, a new Season 2 record for Jalen Rayner. And shoot. The map just disappeared again. Let me pull it back up. There we go. Gorgeous deep ball right at the end. Crazy catch by Rucker to hold on. Got the crazy eyes again. Oh, they look overjoyed, and they should be. What a win for Arkansas State. I think it was the red lighting. Hop over here. And it's a frustrating loss for Arkansas. It makes sense that they hid behind Oklahoma there. Bye-bye, Arkansas. Bye-bye, Talon Green. We didn't see a single second of Talon Green play in that game. Is this the right one? We'll find out. Yeah, it's the right one. Let's go. Let's make this wolf logo huge. Big time players make big time plays, and Jalen Rayner showed the whole country that he's big time tonight. We're gonna do one more game. First, let's just delete Arkansas here. I did not expect that. I'm so happy we got an upset this game. There they are. So Arkansas is gone. We jump back over to the wheel here for one last game tonight. Let's shuffle and get it going. Who is playing next here in our bonus game? Is it Toledo or is it Arizona? It's going to be Arizona. We're going back out west. This could be the state showdown we've been waiting for after it was episode 2 last year in a very fun game. A kick return touchdown that I wasn't able to put in the stats. They also could play Hawaii. And it could be New Mexico State as well. We could see the Aggies play twice. Let's spin this arrow and find out who we're getting. There's the spin. It's straight down. And we are seeing Hawaii very early on in this tournament. It'll be Arizona going on the road to face the Rainbow Warriors. This should be a fun game. God, I don't really have a good color for this. Let's go with this one. That's pretty close to Hawaii's colors, right? Hawaii did have an upset win over Stanford. They'll have to hope for the same luck here as they take on Arizona. H, R, and there it is. It's a relatively close game, so this could be another upset. Let's see if we'll see Hawaii has some fun uniforms. No. I think it's better than that, right? No rainbow looks? It's dumb. We'll go all black for Hawaii. And then Arizona, I think we'll go with this all red look. That's a fun look for Arizona. And this will be 3:30. Play during the day. Let's get it going. Arizona taking on Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors lost to UTSA last year. Their only game, they almost converted a Hail Mary in order to beat them, but couldn't quite pull it off. And here come the Rainbow Warriors. Sprinting onto the field in this tiny temporary stadium as Hawaii gets started on building a replacement for the defunct Aloha Stadium that just started crumbling before everybody's eyes. It was a sad sight. They're going to build a new and modern, downsized version of the stadium, and it'll be open in a couple of years. I think it might be in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Like they might have put the renderings in here. Here comes the return. It's been taken down almost exactly at the 20-yard line. Here's Noah Papita. Had a big game against Arizona State last year in season-long Imperialism. He's going to have to show up again. This is going to be a tough Hawaii team to take down, especially when they're in their home stadium. Papita just throws short on the opening play, and they'll pick up about 7 yards there as we jump to Super Sim. Or not, we're in a turbo. It's going to be a first down and a whole lot more. Past the 45, up to the 50. And we still can't go to Super Sim. We have to wait for an incomplete pass, I think. Feet in the gun. Waiting, throwing. Another completion to number 11. Arizona making quick work of this Hawaii defense so far. And now we can go Super Sim, so we're going to do just that. Arizona gets an opening drive touchdown, makes it 10-0. 17-0. 20, yeah, no, Hawaii might not score a single point here as we finally hit nightfall. 3 minutes to go. Hawaii doesn't get anything. And that'll do it. 24-0. Very, very easy win for Arizona. Hawaii gets shut down once again. They will not invade the mainland. Although I kind of wish they would. Arizona gets the Big 12 victory. They will knock Hawaii off the map. They won't expand their territory at all. Let's just go over there and do that real quick. There goes Hawaii. There goes Hawaii. There goes Hawaii. The island is gone. Props if you get that reference. I don't think anybody here does, but maybe. So that's the end of that. We gotta eliminate Hawaii from the wheel. Do. Take a look at the map one more time before we call it a night. We saw a significant expansion in the state of Arkansas. Arkansas State with a massive upset over Arkansas. That was kind of the headliner. It was one of the only games that we watched a significant amount of. I think we got a last-second score somewhere else. I'm forgetting where. But no, it wasn't Georgia Tech or Penn State. It was Clemson. That's who it was. But it was a good night overall. We will come back to this next week as we keep narrowing this down. And I will see y'all then.